Hello and welcome to Promenade Française, promenadefrancaise.com. I'd like to introduce you to the live session of Promenade Française. As you noticed, I've made around 60 videos of different practice material and just like a lot of different tools to help people to learn French. And the question is, well, you made all this content to help you learn French, but are you actually learning French? And the answer is no, I am not actually learning French. And I could just blame it on my dog. You know, sometimes the dog, he makes all kinds of noise and he's scratching himself or he wants to go outside. And so that's the reason that what? That doesn't make sense. Or maybe it's the weather, or maybe it's the electricity is gone off, or maybe I don't know. So there's always a million reasons why you're not doing your homework. And I'm also not doing my homework. I made all of these tools and now I'm even just talking about doing homework rather than doing homework. All right, so let's do some homework. And I figured probably the easiest thing to do would just be to go live. Then there's a lot of benefits with that. And it basically, the 1 hour that you're saving for editing videos, you can use that hour to study French. All right, so I would recommend opening up the document. I'm going to put the document into the comments section so that it's easy to find in the future. All right, so if you're learning French, then go ahead, check out the chat section. Inside the chat, you're going to see this link. I'm going to put a heart next, 100%. I'm going to put 100% next to the link. Okay. That is going to open up the bicycle wheel activity. It's a Google Doc. All right, and what's the mission for today? Today, what we want to do is certainly like minimum requirement. You need to know the difference between subject pronoun, direct object, indirect object, and verb. Maybe I lost like a lot of people already and they're like, oh my goodness, what are you talking about? These are crazy words. All right, just open up the doc and look at the table. So on the left side, it says bicycle wheel. On the right side, it says you can begin by creating sentences based on the content below. Can I share my screen? Okay, so there you go. Now you can see the actual bicycle wheel. That makes it a lot easier. All right, so when I just read subject, pronoun, verb, direct object, indirect object. If we're going to use a much more simple method of trying to understand this information, then we need to go right into the example. All right, we have you, give, gift, Marie. So the subject pronoun you in French is tu. They is elle plus s. I say elle avec s. Avec is French for with. Elle avec s. She, elle. We, nous. You formal, vous. They masculine, il avec s. And he, il. Those are the subject pronouns in this exercise. Then the verb, we only have give and send. Give, send, send. Then we have two kinds of objects, a direct object, indirect object. Later in our experience here, you might want to focus in on indirect objects. So it says Marie, Madame Moreau, Monsieur Dubois, Jessica, Sébastien, my friend, my mom. But actually, this worksheet, it's about understanding that the indirect object, her and him, or is it he and she? Let's check. All right, so if it's a her, so you give her the gift. Yes, it's a her. And the next one, they send flowers to him. They sent him flowers. So we're talking about her and him. In French, her and him is called Louis, L-U-I, Louis. You, informal, tu, give. And in the previous lesson, we have the actual notes about how that works. I don't know if I can do it with this broadcast. I can. All right, so basically there's 4 tables that you need to be aware of. It's in this document called exercise 5A. The first one, you can see je me donne, I give myself. So you can see that in this indirect object, we have Louis. There it is, Louis. And the conjugation is on either side. So we have je donne, tu donnes, il, elle donne, vous donnez, vous donnez. So this one is singular, vous. It's a respectful way to say you. This is a plural vous. And it's the same vous, but it's just, anyways, the conjugation is the same. Nous donnons, and il avec s, elle avec s, donnons, donne. That one's confusing. All right, so then how does Louis change? Here, so à Louis, we can say tu donnes. So in the example, it said tu donnes, what was it? Le cadeau. Tu donnes le cadeau à Marie, à Louis. Tu lui donnes le cadeau. So we can move the indirect object and put it right in front of the verb. So it says tu, informal, lui, her, donne le cadeau. Next one, they, feminine, elle avec s, and it's a lui, elle, lui, and envoient les fleurs. Elle, it's a lui, elle lui donne le message. We is nous, and remember that we had to change the verb sound. Jessica is a lui, so that is nous lui donnons le conseil. You formal, that's vous. Sébastien is a lui, vous lui. Vous lui. Send is donner, donner la lettre. La lettre or le lettre? La lettre. La lettre. Le cadeau, le message, les fleurs, le conseil, la lettre. Okay, so those are all the resources that you need in order to get through this exercise. You formal is vous, vous send, envoyer. Sébastien is lui, vous lui envoyez la lettre. They, masculine, il avec s. My friend is lui. Elle, il lui donne le cadeau. Il lui envoie le message. There you go. You can use this audio recording to relax before bed or learn French. So this is just a new style that I'm thinking about because I just have like a lot of different exercises that I'm not doing. And remember, one of the main things about this YouTube channel was just because everybody knows that you're going to hit that dip. It's called a dip. It's like, you worked so hard for a long time and then you're basically what you're making, it's not awesome and it's not attracting a huge audience. And so you start to just keep yourself motivated, do what you can, and get through the low times. And then eventually you're going to pick up the road on the other side of the valley. So let's keep learning French.